everyone, welcome to Acres of Clay. Today we are going to be baling some hay. We are second cutting down. Right now Ethan is raking, and in about an hour I'm going to be leaving to start baling. We like to bale about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to start because the dew is off and it's drying nicely. That means when I leave around 3 o'clock, by 5:30 I'm probably not going to be done, and even if I am done, I'm probably not going to have time to make something for supper. So I'm going to think ahead. I try to do this once in a while. Think ahead, put something in the crock pot, and tonight we're having chicken and rice in the crock pot. So I'm going to show you just quickly how I make chicken and rice. Since I'm already starting this, it's almost 2 o'clock, I'm going to just leave it on high, and by the time I'm back it should be done. To start with, I have four chicken breasts here cut up in little pieces. You can leave it whole, so I've done it both ways. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour this right into my crock pot. Just gonna dump all the ingredients in. It's super quick and easy. To the chicken, I'm going to be adding a little bit of garlic powder. You can use minced garlic, some black pepper, some salt. I do not measure, so maybe a teaspoon of salt. You can always add salt afterwards. So, all right. So now you can add an onion. But I have a bunch of dehydrated onions that I'm just going to kind of sprinkle in here. These are last year, so I have a new crop coming in this year, so these are going to get used up. Right. But yeah, if you don't have dehydrated onion, you can use onion powder. You can use whole or just one onion chopped up. Or if you don't like onion, whatever. You don't have to add it. Stir this in here. Now we're going to add the rice. I'm using brown rice, and I need about 3 cups of this. Brown rice takes a little longer to cook, so it works great in the crock pot. I also have some wild rice on the top, if you can see this black wild rice. I like wild rice in mine. You don't have to add wild rice, but altogether you need 3 cups of rice. You can use white rice. It just gets a little mushier. But if you don't care about mushy rice, that's fine. My kids love white rice. And I've made it with white, I've made it with brown. Same with the chicken. I'm using boneless chicken breast. I'm using skinless chicken breast. But I've also used drumsticks, I've used thighs, bone in, boneless. It's totally up to you. Then I have some chicken broth that I made earlier, a while back, and I need 6 cups of that. We're gonna pour that in the rice. 6 cups of chicken broth. Mine's kind of like bone broth, so it's kind of thick and gelatinous, but that's whatever you got. Then we're gonna add 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. And if you don't want to use the can, you don't have to. You can make your own. But today I'm trying to be quick about making this, and I don't have time to make some cream of chicken soup, so we're just going to add some canned, because I always have canned on hand. Never know when you might need it. You can also use cream of celery. I like cream of celery. Some of the kids do not, so today's cream of chicken. So we stir it all together. I'm placing it on high for probably 3.5 to 4 hours until the chicken is done and the rice is cooked thoroughly. After that, we'll top it with a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese, and that will be our main dish. I need to get the lid for this. There it is. So now we wait. Bye, have fun. Have fun. All right, I'm leaving to go bale some hay. So we usually unplug the monitor because it drains the battery. I'm going to be baling. Ethan right now is raking, and Kevin and Sanders are going to start picking up hay bales. Sydney baled yesterday a few fields that they had first cut down. So he did that, and there's like 50 bales that need to be picked up. Then they'll start picking up where we're at. There's a chance of rain tomorrow, so hopefully we get some rain because it's starting to dry out. We had like 2.5 inches. When was that? A week and a half ago or so, maybe. Anyways, you wouldn't know we got rain. So it's pretty dry, it's pretty warm, and it's baling hay weather. So I'm gonna get this going, get this done. All right, we're gonna have a good day baling hay, and it's going to go well for us, right? That's what we're believing for. So I have to remember what remote's what. So whoops. That's the wrong one. That motor, okay. Green remote is pickup. So that's all I really need to know. And my seat is low. Oh. There we go. That's better. That sounds terrible though. Here we go. On the road. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Good to go. I have my directions as who needs what fields to bale first, what fields to bale last. So we have they combined some rye for us a few days ago, and that had some green grass growing in it a little bit, and so we're letting that dry, and I think Ethan was gonna flip it. I'm gonna see if it's dry enough to bale, because I do not want to bale wet straw. That's the last thing we need. Wet straw is not fun when it's all packed in the square bales. It just sticks together and it can start molding, and it's not good. Not good. I don't know if you can see, but Ethan is in front of me. He's finishing up raking. And if you can see, maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. I don't know if I can, but there's this beautiful sunflower field just in front of me. And the sunflowers are gorgeous. They're all bright and they're all flowering, and they just look so pretty. So maybe when I get a little closer, I'll show them to you. Well, the yield isn't here like first cutting. We had really good first cutting here, and I don't know how many bales I've gotten in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bales maybe. 6 bales I think I've got so far. So definitely not like first cutting, but second cutting never is. And this is grass, so grass doesn't really cut back like alfalfa does. So a little shot of rain now after we take this off, and it will help it come back for third cutting. Sunflowers. Oops. Is that pretty? Well, my windows aren't very clean, but do you see anything? Way over there is one bale. So one bale, let's see, we've got got a total of 12 bales so far on this big field. And some of you are gonna wonder, why in the world did we mow it down, rake it, and bale it? It's not worth it. And I would kind of agree, other than the fact that if we want it to regrow, especially this fall, it needed to get baled. It needed to get mowed. It's kind of like grass. Grass reaches a certain height and then pretty much stops growing. It heads out, or it just doesn't grow any taller. So this grass had pretty much reached maturity, and yeah, it wasn't going to grow anymore. So that's why, oh, I just dumped the bale. That's why we decided to go ahead and mow it down, hope to get something off of it, and then hopefully it will rain tomorrow and it will give it a kickstart to grow for the third cutting. And this piece of ground is very, very sandy. So as much compost and manure that we've put in this field, it is helping build the soil. We've only been farming this field, I don't know, maybe 5 years? I don't know, time flies, so it's hard to remember. But we're trying to build the soil up, but it's just really, really sandy, and it does not hold moisture. So if we were to plant another crop, alfalfa would not grow here, but corn, if we were to put corn here, corn would probably be knee high. It doesn't have enough organic matter to hold in the moisture, at least not yet. So I'm gonna keep baling. I don't have a whole lot more to go, and then the next field will be better. So this is the field that Sydney mowed in my last video. If you saw my last video, he was mowing this. And this is alfalfa, but it also has a lot of like pigeon grass, or that's what we call it, growing in it. And there just seems to be a lot here, so that's good. More than the other field, that's for sure. Then again, this is different soil, and stuff just tends to grow a little bit better right here. I didn't wash my windows before I started. Not good. But we're rolling right along, getting this field off, and everything is going good. On the first field that I did, I was traveling about 8 miles an hour. I could go pretty fast and it still pick up decently. Where this field, I'm at about 6.5. It's feeding really good, and it's not like pushing it forward. So I'm comfortable going 6.5. It's not bad. When I get to the straw field, that may be a whole nother story. Hold on, folks. So yeah, straw tends to be a little bit slower because there's such a great volume. But we'll see. I first have to check the straw to make sure it's even ready for baling, because if it's wet, if it has any moisture, I'm not gonna bale it. Kevin told me to be the judge, and I feel like over the last 20 some years that I've been baling hay, I can tell when there's moisture in it and it's not gonna be good. So it looks like I got a knotter that was mistied or didn't tie. So that was just stuck there. Let's open up here and see. Oh, yep. Alright, so what you're looking at are the 4 knotters, and obviously this one broke. So, that's not a real big deal. I'll just fix it. So in order to fix it, I have to pull some out here. Like that. Then I have to take this cotter pin out. I don't know if I can do that with you guys watching because I need 2 hands usually. See if I can set you there a second. And take this pin out. There we go. Then there's just a little pin here that you want to remove. Don't lose either of these. Very important. Okay. And this carefully gets pulled up because you can hurt yourself. Done there, done there, done that. This does come up, just gotta use some muscle. Just like that. Lift it up. Alright. Now we have to run our thread. I'm gonna call it thread now. Twine down under here, and it has to go. There's a little pulley here, so I gotta drop it down that. Try to get your little finger around that so that you can bring it back up. Hold on. Sometimes 2 hands is better. There it is. Okay. So I've got that around that pulley there. And that's good and tight. And then it has to go under this plate. Okay. And just slip that like that. So when I pull, it tightens here. See how that works? Alright, now I'm gonna actually tie it to the frame here. And this is how I do this. Just tie it up here like that. I'm gonna tie it in a knot. Hold on one moment. You can hang out on an angle. I'm gonna actually tie it nice and tight. Let that thing down. So I've got it in a knot. It's under here, and it's around that pulley. It's around this pulley, and then I can push this back down, maybe. So now this is where it's supposed to be. Put my pin back in here, the one that we didn't lose. Pin. It's warm out here. Now it should be ready to go. I'm going to check underneath to make sure that the bottom string didn't come off either. So we'll have one bale that has 3 strings instead of 4. Oh, it's dusty. It's on the other side. He looks nice. Okay, we're gonna crawl between these tires. We're just gonna peek in here. This one's always a challenge to get to, but this string is not supposed to be here. This string is supposed to be around this pulley. Up here, it's supposed to be around that pulley. So it's gonna mistie or it's gonna break it again. So what I'm gonna do is cut it. Yep, I'm gonna cut it because otherwise it's just gonna do it again and then we'll have another bale. So you get to hang out here with me a little bit longer. I got a knife with me for this very purpose. This hopefully don't snap. Okay, it does. Alright, we're all good though. So it takes this one down and you gotta pull it up. And I'm gonna need 2 hands for this too. So the string is fed through here. Oof! Why is that so tight? I have a question. Let me look here a second. Oof. Alright. Open this up here. This one's fine. This one's fine. That one's fine. Okay, my question is not that. Alright, so go back down here. I'm gonna have to put you somewhere else. I need quite a bit because I gotta go back around this. Draw that up. Then there's 2 pulleys here and it has to go between the 2 pulleys. You can't see it, but take my word for it. Take that through there. Okay. Got that. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and tie it to the frame of the baler. Okay. Give myself a bloody lip, but that's okay. I might need some more string. Oh, why is that so hard? Okay, that's easier. What's going on here? It's not so easy. We're getting it. No, we're not. Why can't I get it? I need to see what I'm doing. This should not be this hard. For whatever reason it is today. Why? There we go. Woo. Tie it up here. I'm gonna try to pull it tight. Tie this in a knot. I think we got it. I didn't bring any water. Alright, let's go see if it'll work. Alright. Very shortly we will see if my knots worked. There we go. Yes. Yes. It worked. Yes. Oh, hallelujah. I am so thankful because I got hot and now I'm itchy. Itchy. Ah, awesome. I'm so happy. Because you just never know if it's gonna actually catch. It's always something that I always second guess on myself. Anyways, yay, I'm happy. I'm gonna keep going. Alright, so I am just finishing up. I have one more row right here to do. And then I am finished for today. This isn't all of second cutting. We have several more fields to do, but we didn't want to mow all of those down since they are calling for rain. So there's only so much we can do in a day, and this is about it. So I just got this one more row. Then I gotta go do the straw, and then it's done. And then I'm finished. Looks like we're gonna end up with just over 30 bales. So that's pretty good for this field. I don't know how many acres this is. I'm not good with acres, if you didn't notice, but finished. So I did the straw. There was just like 7 bales. So today I've baled 52 bales. And I don't know, we might end up picking them up yet tonight or earlier tomorrow. Depends on the timing of the rain, because they are saying that we could possibly get some severe weather again, but we wait and see. And so yeah, it was a good day. I'm tired, but thankfully supper's ready. Let's go take a look and see what it looks like. It should be finished. Kevin called me about a half an hour ago, and I just told him to unplug the crock pot because I figured I'd be home already, but you know, I guess you just never know how it's gonna go. So let's go see how it turned out. There it is. I was sure that the guys would have eaten some of it. See how I put a little wild rice in there? It gives it a little bit of color. And the rice looks like it's completely cooked thoroughly. Hopefully it's not too dried out. And oof, hopefully it's not dried out and mushed. But there. Put some cheese on it and we will eat it shortly. Well folks, that's all for today's video. Thanks for joining me on my wild ride of baling hay, thin hay, and good hay. Also for coming with me as I fix that knotter. That's always a challenge. Now I feel like I have dirt all over my face, and I guess that's part of life, isn't it? We will see you in the next video. Until then, I bless you. Take care.